welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the IB Chemistry Paper 1 HL from May 2018, and this is from Time Zone 2. And the question in this, which is question number 27, is what is the order of increasing acidity? And they have given us four different types of acids, and then they have given us the pKa value or the Ka value for these respective acids. Now, in order to solve this question, it is very important for us to understand how Ka and pKa tells us how acidic a particular acid is. And in this case, we're only going to be taking a look at weak acids. These are all weak acids. Why? Because we don't use Ka or pKa for strong acids. We use pH, as you may already know. So we only use Ka, which is the acid dissociation constant, for weak acids, because weak acids don't completely dissociate when added to water. They partially dissociate or partially ionize. And if you want to know more about what I'm talking about, what do I mean by all of this, you should check out one of my previous videos. I will put a link to it down in the description. And you can check that out where I explain this whole dogma, and hopefully that will clear up things for you. But if you want to understand what the relationship is between Ka and acidity and pKa and acidity, then you're in the right place. Let's take a look at it. So it's very simple, very simple. Just remember two things. The higher the Ka value, the more acidic the acid or the substance that you're taking a look at. But contrastingly, the lower the pKa value, the more acidic a substance is. So as you probably know, when you look at the pH of a substance, if a pH of the substance, for example, is 1, then you would probably think it is very acidic. And very similarly to that, when the pKa is also low, so if the pKa of a particular substance is also 1, that also tells us that it is very acidic. On the other hand, Ka is more like the concentration of H plus. If I tell you the concentration of H plus in a particular substance is 1.0 moles, and the volume, of course, is very low, then you would probably believe that it is also a very acidic substance. And Ka is similar to that. So the higher the value of the Ka, the stronger or the more acidic is that substance. If suppose this was 2 moles or the concentration of hydrogen was 2, then the substance would be even more acidic. Hopefully that makes sense. Now, just a confirmation, the concentration that I was looking at is mole per dnq, not mole, sorry. Anyways, so the higher the Ka, the more acidic the substance, the lower the pKa, the less acidic the substance. And from this, we can immediately eliminate C and D. Why? Because they have said that the most acidic, because remember, it is increasing acidity. So the substance over here on the far right should be the most acidic substance. And they have said that HClO is the most acidic substance. And that is completely wrong, because look how high the pKa is. This is more alkaline. This looks like it's alkaline actually, right? It's so high. Whereas the pKa of HiO3 is only 0.8. That is incredibly low. And that also means it is incredibly acidic. Or well, it is very acidic when we compare it to these other 4 acids or these other 3 acids. That's why we can immediately eliminate C and D. HClO is not the most acidic over here. In fact, it is the least acidic, as we can see from our other 2 options. We're only left with A and B. In both these options, HClO is at the lowest end of the acidity spectrum, and HiO3 is on the highest, and this makes sense. Now, what we need to do to figure out which the correct answer is, we need to determine between HF and this is propanoic acid, I believe, we need to determine which one is more acidic. And remember what I told you earlier, the higher the value of the Ka, the more acidic that substance is. And as you can see from here, HF has a higher Ka value than propanoic acid. Therefore, HF is going to be more acidic than propanoic acid. Thus, A is our correct answer. And that's it. That's all it was. It was that simple. All you have to do in the exam, if such a question comes up, is to look which has the lowest pKa value and which has the highest Ka value, and play the elimination game. Eliminate options first, right? Like how I did, I eliminated C and D. That gets rid of, well, 50% of the answers for me. So I'm only left with two. And out of those two, even if you're feeling very confused between those two, make a guess. If you're running out of time, make a guess, right? You have a 50% chance of being correct. So if you're running out of time and you are desperate to put an answer in, well, there you go. You have one. You have 50% chance of getting 1 mark. Anyways, I wouldn't recommend you to take a guess. Hopefully, with what I have showed you today, you will never be in a situation where you need to guess for such answers. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any other questions regarding this concept or any other concept, please feel free to let me know in the comments or on my social media or via email, and I'll be more than happy to help you. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in another video with another question. Take care.